Decide for yourself. The benefits of modeling the universe as activity. What if nothing ever was? Only is? Stay with that for a second. What if the universe isn't a grand collection of things at all, but a single, ongoing happening, a vast choreography of activities, each one rising, interacting, and fading away? This is the idea behind the activity model of the world. A model that says, don't look for the book, look for the reading. Don't look for the wave, look for the waving. Everything that seems solid is really just movement slowed down, patterns of activity repeating long enough to be mistaken for things. And here's where it gets interesting. Seeing the world as activity doesn't mean denying reality. It means engaging with it more directly. Because when we stop clinging to the idea of fixed objects, we begin to notice how seamlessly everything flows together. The breath enters and leaves. Thoughts rise and fall. The body grows, decays, renews. What we call me is less a permanent self and more an ongoing process, an activity among activities. This view changes everything. For one, it restores continuity. When you see reality as a web of interacting processes, the boundaries between self and world begin to blur. You're not separate from your environment. You are the interaction between lungs and air, eyes and light, mind and memory. Compassion becomes natural, because the harm you do to others inevitably ripples back to you. And curiosity deepens, because nothing ever stays still long enough to be fully known. Another benefit: flexibility. Objects invite rigidity. They can be owned, defended, categorized. Activities invite flow. They can shift, evolve, merge. When you start thinking in verbs rather than nouns, creativity expands. Problems become processes. Failures become feedback. This is the mindset behind both Zen and science, the refusal to freeze reality into static shapes. Dogen put it beautifully. Impermanence itself is Buddha nature. Meaning, there is no separate enlightenment waiting somewhere else. The motion of life itself is awakening. There's also a profound psychological freedom that arises here. When you see yourself as an object, you live in fear of damage and loss. But when you see yourself as an activity, like a flame, or a song, or a current, fear softens. You stop grasping at permanence, because you realize there was never anything to hold. Thoughts, feelings, identities, they come, they go. And that's okay. Meditation becomes the practice of watching this activity unfold without interference. Not suppressing it. Not controlling it. Just recognizing that you too are activity. And then there's the bridge between the spiritual and the scientific. Modern physics tells us that every solid object is a field of dancing energy. Neuroscience tells us the mind is a series of shifting processes, not a fixed thing. Zen and Buddhism have said the same for over 2,000 years. No fixed self, only activity. Different languages, same insight. Reality is not made of stuff. It's made of change. So, decide for yourself. When you next take a breath, ask, what is actually happening here? When you hear a sound, see a thought, feel a sensation, can you find a single, lasting thing? Or only an infinite sequence of activities, each one appearing, interacting, and disappearing back into the great flow? Maybe the point isn't to grasp the world, but to join it in motion. To live as the activity that you already are. And once you see that clearly, everything becomes dance. Then even stillness moves.